The Bridgerton Season 4 is all set for release on January 29th, 2026 for Part 1, and Part 2 releasing on February 26, 2026. So, most of you might already know that Season 4 is mostly going to be about Benedict and Sophie, since Benedict will finally take the lead role this season. But a lot of fans who loved Penelope are worried that she might only have a minor role now that her big storyline as Lady Whistledown was already completed in Season 3. But actually, there's some good news. Penelope is still going to play an important part in Season 4, especially in Benedict and Sophie's story. So make sure to watch till the end to know what that role is, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more Bridgerton updates. Now, what kind of role will Penelope play? According to several theories and even hints from the new trailer, Penelope might actually help Benedict uncover Sophie's true identity. She could use her strong observation skills and her experience as Lady Whistledown to figure out who Sophie really is. Something even Benedict himself struggles with for a while. In short, she could act as the one connecting the dots between Benedict and Sophie's secret. To understand this better, let's first look at how things actually happened in the books. In Julia Quint's third novel, An Offer from a Gentleman, the story focuses entirely on Benedict Bridgerton and Sophie Beckett. Sophie is an illegitimate daughter of an earl, and after his death, she ends up being treated like a servant by her cruel stepmother, Araminta. One night, Sophie sneaks into a masquerade ball hosted at the Bridgerton house. She wears a silver gown and a mask to hide her identity, and it's there that she meets Benedict. He's instantly drawn to her, but before he can find out who she is, Sophie runs away as the clock strikes midnight, very similar to a Cinderella story. For years after that night, Benedict can't stop thinking about the mysterious lady in silver who completely stole his heart. He keeps searching for her, but never finds her. Then, by pure chance, he meets Sophie again, but this time she's working as a servant. He doesn't recognize her right away, but he feels an instant connection to her. Eventually, he finds out who she really is and how much she has suffered. In the book, their love story grows from that point, with Benedict helping her escape her terrible situation. But the big twist in the book happens when Sophie is arrested. Her cruel stepmother spots her near the Bridgerton home and accuses her of theft, calling the authorities on her. Sophie gets arrested right on the Bridgerton doorstep. And this is where Lady Whistledown, the anonymous gossip writer, who we now know as Penelope, plays a big role. In the books, Benedict finds out about Sophie's arrest because Lady Whistledown writes about it in her column. The news spreads quickly through the town, and Benedict rushes to rescue Sophie. That leads to a dramatic scene where Benedict finally stands up for her, and they reconcile, leading to their happy ending. Now here's where things get interesting for the Netflix show. In this series, Penelope's identity as Lady Whistledown was already revealed to the public by the end of Season 3. The Queen even gave her permission to keep writing, which changes a lot from the original book storyline. Since everyone already knows that Penelope is Lady Whistledown, she can't exactly secretly publish gossip about Sophie anymore. That's why many are curious about how the show will handle this major change. Showrunner Jess Brownell has already confirmed that Penelope will continue writing her Whistledown column, but now people will know she's the writer when she writes about them. That means Penelope's words will have more power than ever, and her new challenge will be learning how to handle that responsibility, especially with the Queen watching her every move. So, even though her big romantic story with Colin is done, her career as Whistledown is not. And this is where her connection to Benedict and Sophie might come in. In the trailer released with the Season 4 date announcement, we see Benedict and Sophie brushing past each other on the Featherington staircase. Yes, inside Penelope's house. Fans quickly noticed the detail on the stairs and realized it was indeed the Featherington home. This moment doesn't happen in the books at all, which made people wonder, why are Benedict and Sophie there? Some fans think this might just be a symbolic teaser showing the show's upstairs-downstairs theme, meaning how the stories of nobles and servants will mix this season, but others believe there's more to it. Many fans suggested that maybe Benedict and Sophie were sneaking away for some privacy, and Penelope somehow gets involved in that situation. One popular theory is that Penelope might actually help unmask Sophie's identity, using her skills as Whistledown to dig up information and connect the dots. This makes sense when we think about Penelope's character. She's incredibly observant, always noticing the little details others miss. Even in the books, she subconsciously recognizes Sophie from the masquerade ball long before Benedict does, even though she doesn't know why Sophie looks familiar. So in the show, it would be natural for Penelope to take on that detective-like role, using her curiosity and intelligence to help Benedict without even realizing it at first. And since Bridgerton is known for mixing things up from the books, we shouldn't be surprised if they add a new twist. In Season 2, the show gave Eloise a completely original love interest named Theo, who didn't exist in the books. In Season 3, they changed Francesca's future spouse from Michael to Michaela. So it's very likely that in Season 4, they'll also reshape parts of Benedict and Sophie's story to better connect it with Penelope's ongoing journey as Whistledown. One of the biggest questions fans have now is, if Penelope isn't writing anonymously anymore, then how will Benedict learn about Sophie's arrest or her troubles later in the season? In the books, he reads about it in Whistledown's column. But now, Penelope might just tell him directly. Maybe she finds out about Sophie's arrest first, and instead of printing it in the paper, she rushes to tell the Bridgertons. That would be a big change, but still just as emotional, especially if Penelope becomes the one who helps Benedict save Sophie. Imagine that moment. Penelope learning the truth about Sophie and running to Benedict to tell him before it's too late. It would make for a dramatic and heartfelt scene, showing Penelope's loyalty to the Bridgertons and proving that she's still part of their story even after her own love story is wrapped up. So overall, while Season 4 will mainly focus on Benedict and Sophie's romance, Penelope's role is still very significant. She's not just a background character now, she's a key figure whose actions can change the course of the story. Whether she's helping Benedict find Sophie, protecting her secret, or accidentally creating new drama through her writing, Penelope is definitely going to be one of the most talked about characters again this season.